Hi, I'm Gina Barton with Music Teacher Lessons. And my channel is Fun Music Theory. Fun Music Theory concepts. So I hope that you'll click like and you'll subscribe because I'm planning on making many videos in the future explaining different theory concepts that are necessary to understand to be a good musician. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about pulse and rhythm. What is a pulse? One of the most misunderstood concepts in music. In the years that I've been teaching piano, I'll ask a student, what is a pulse? And I don't know if I've ever had a student answer. These are beginning students, intermediate level students, but they sometimes confuse pulse with the word rhythm. So today we're going to focus mainly on pulse and how rhythm works with pulse. So I'm going to be playing some songs since all music has pulse to it. So let's just try some different songs and see if we can find them and identify them. You hear that? Yeah. That's underneath all of the fun sounds is this steady pulse. Okay, let's try another one. This one is a little bit faster pulse. That's the pulse in that piece. Okay, let's try another one. This is fun. I like this one a lot. You have to listen carefully to this one. I like this one a lot. Let's see if you can find the pulse to this. That's pretty slow, but steady pulse. So, who determines the pulse? When we're listening to music, who determines the pulse? Well, it depends whether or not you're playing as a soloist or whether you're playing in a group. And if you're in an orchestra, who plays the pulse? Or who is the one? Well, many of you may have seen one of these, a baton. If you're in an orchestra or in a choir, the conductor is the one that sets the pulse. So let's see how that works. Let's do this fun song. And I've put the pulse at the very beginning. Pulse. So the conductor sets that pulse. And everyone in the orchestra or the choir is supposed to be following the conductor or they'll become very mad. And your group will not sound very good if you're not following. There can only be one leader. Here's another song. I really love music and lots of different choices today. Let's try this one. Many times in a band, you'll see a drummer, and the drummer is in partnership with the conductor because we can hear that drum, and everyone else in the band is trained to listen to that. That is the speed of this song. That's the steady pulse. Let's try another one since we're starting to get used to this. This is a fun one that I added drums to. Can you find the pulse? Can you find it? There's a lot of rhythm. Pulse. Pulse, pulse, pulse. So fun. Okay, let's try another one. Did you get in the hang of it? Hopefully you are. Some of you already know, some of you might not. There is the pulse. notice that the speeds of these are changing. Here's one of my favorites. Let's see if you can hear this one. Just listen to the music for a minute, and then see in the background if you can start to hear it. If you're a dancer, you might feel that's the pulse. Everything else is the rhythm. And it's important to understand pulse. If you go to a dance, you're going to want to know what a pulse is, so you can dance to the music, right? And it doesn't mean because you're old that you know what a pulse is. So I had an adult student come in that never went to dances because she did not know what a pulse was, and she felt really out of place trying to dance. Just hadn't been around music. And that's all this is about today, is introducing the concept of what pulse is and rhythm and how they work together. Now, rhythm is all those other noises you're hearing, all the fun instruments that are playing fast and slow, and they're working in conjunction with the pulse. And so I'm going to just put one on here that you might be familiar with, right here. That's a picture. Here's the pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, and all this other stuff you hear is rhythm. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is the pulse. And the other fun stuff is the rhythm. Da 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 da. That's the rhythm. So hopefully after today's watching this short video that you have a better feel for what pulse is. So I'm going to challenge you, whenever you're listening to music in the car, see if you can find the pulse. Just start to see if you can find it. And it's kind of a fun game to do because every song is different. It might be fast, it might be slow, the pulse, but you want to start training your ear. So when you play solo, you have to determine the pulse. And before you start playing, you have to hear it inside. You have to determine. If you don't, then you're going to be kind of off. You'll be fast and slow, and your pulse won't be steady. And the listeners will think there's something wrong, but they don't know what it is. So that is important, and that doesn't come easy for beginning students, intermediate students. So I encourage you to turn on your metronome, that hated noise, and start practicing with the metronome. And I will have another video on how to hear and follow a metronome, because that's not an easy thing to do either, is what my experience has been through all these years of teaching. So I'm Gina Barton. I am with Music Teacher Lessons, and this channel is Fun Music Concepts. I hope you'll click like and subscribe. There'll be lots of future videos coming, and I appreciate that, and I hope you have a fabulous day, and thanks for joining.